So your next goal should be to create your resume, and a lot of international students and new immigrants make this mistake. Start by investing just $100 every single month. That is getting a good job or buying a new house or even starting your own business in Canada. Happy New Year YouTube, it's Shivansh here. Since you chose to watch this video today, it means that you're seriously preparing for your move to Canada very soon. So let me tell you this, you are about to have the best year of your life and I am super excited for your 2022. With that said, since this is the time when people create their New Year's goals, I thought this would be the right time to create a video about what should be your first year goals as an international student or a new immigrant in Canada. Now for some people, their goal might be to buy the latest iPhone or the latest MacBook as soon as they reach Canada, and some people might think that buying an expensive car like a Mustang or a Mercedes is a goal for them. But let me clarify that these are not your goals. These are the things that you want and probably don't even need, at least in your first year in Canada. Your goals are the things that you should actually do and achieve in your first year in Canada, and that's what we'll be discussing in this video. I have divided your first year goals into 4 parts or 4 phases of your first year in Canada. This will help you prioritize your goals and keep a track of which goal is more important at a given point in time and where should you focus more of your attention so that you can plan your journey accordingly. The knowledge that you'll be getting in this video will actually help you become successful in your first year in Canada. So please try to share this video with your friends and family so that maximum number of people can benefit from this information. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to watch more videos about studying and working in Canada, and let's start this video now. So first, let's talk about your goals for your first 3 months in Canada. Now your first 3 months are arguably your most crucial months in Canada because in these months you will face all types of challenges. Since you will be moving to a new country, you will feel homesick at times. Some days you will just feel low, and some days you'll even doubt yourself and your decision of moving to Canada. And with everything that will be happening around you, it can get stressful and overwhelming at times. But please understand that this happens with everyone and you're not alone in this. But don't let these things overpower you. You should always keep a positive mindset because all these things are just temporary. You have come to Canada to build a career for yourself and to build a better future for yourself. So you will have to face all these challenges and also overcome them. And whenever you're feeling low, you should reach out to your friends and family. And if not anyone else, you can always reach out to me on Instagram and I'll be happy to help you as much as I can. Trust me guys, once you get through your first 3 months in Canada, the rest of your journey will be smooth sailing for you. Your very first goal should be to find a place to stay or your place of accommodation. Now it doesn't have to be the perfect place or a fancy place. It just has to be a decent place to live where you can be comfortable and can start your life. Your place of accommodation should be clean and hygienic. It should be a safe place located in a good neighborhood or a safe neighborhood, and hopefully it should be closer to your school or college or your workplace so that you don't end up spending too much time traveling every single day. Now sometimes you might have to switch houses or switch places because maybe your initial place is not that great and there are some problems, or maybe there are some other issues because of which you might have to change places. So in that case, don't worry, just take it easy and give yourself some time. Just try to think of it as giving yourself 3 months to figure out a good place or a decent place to settle down in Canada. And finding a good base to settle in or a decent place to stay at where you also feel happy and comfortable is very important, because then you will be able to focus on other things such as your studies and finding your job. So give yourself proper time and attention to figure out a good place to settle down in. And I also have a couple of videos on my channel which will help you with finding your rental accommodation in Canada, and it will also tell you what types of options are available for you so that you can make a better and an informed decision. So feel free to check them out in the description box below. Now your second goal in the first 3 months is to do the following 5 things as soon as you land in Canada. Number 1 is to get a Canadian SIM card. Number 2 is to open your Canadian bank account. Number 3, apply for your social insurance number or your SIN number. You will need this to actually start working in Canada. Number 4 is to apply for your provincial health card. Now this is very important because if by chance you fall sick or you need to visit a doctor or a hospital, then your health card will definitely come in very handy and it will save you from a lot of unnecessary expenses. Now the fifth one is sort of optional in the first 3 months, but it will definitely be useful later on, and that is to obtain your Canadian driver's license. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see a more detailed video about these 5 things that you should do as soon as you land in Canada, and I'll be happy to make a video on that. Your third major goal in your first 3 months in Canada should be to just go out there and explore Canada and become familiar with your surroundings. Now, moving to a completely new country can become very stressful at times because it's a completely different place and you hardly know anyone there. So use your first 3 months to fully familiarize yourself with your city and your surroundings, and by the end of your first 3 months you should exactly know about the grocery stores in your area, food outlets or restaurants that you can eat at, your nearest dollar store, the location of your bank around your house, and most importantly, the public transportation system in and around your city. So you should know about where to take a bus from, what time does the bus arrive at, in which direction, and how far are your college and your house. Your next goal should be to do all the essential shopping in Canada. So if you need to buy a winter jacket or snowshoes, then you should go ahead and do that. And if you genuinely need to buy a new laptop or a smartphone, then you should also do that in the first 3 months. But make sure to only buy essential things and not spend money unreasonably or unnecessarily on things that you don't really need. Because in Canada, it is very easy to get carried away and buy expensive things on your credit card and pay using monthly installments. But in the long run, this habit can prove to be a very big mistake for you. So please be careful when spending your money. Now, some people might want to start working part-time jobs as soon as they land in Canada, and that is fair enough, and you can certainly do that if that's going to make your financial situation a lot better, or you want to gain Canadian experience as soon as possible. But I'll be talking about part-time jobs in the next phase, or the 3 to 6 month phase. But in your first 3 months, you should definitely start thinking about what type of part-time jobs you want to do, what are your skill sets, and what types of jobs are available in your area. And you can also start preparing for your resume, so that when you actually have to apply for jobs and get a job, at that time you have absolute clarity on what type of job you want to do. Now let's talk about your second phase. So by the time you enter the 3 to 6 month period, hopefully you will be pretty comfortable in your rental accommodation and also in your college. So your next goal should be to create your resume and actively start looking for a part-time job if you're a student, or a full-time job if you are a permanent resident. If you already have a part-time job by this time, then maybe you can reevaluate and figure out if there are any better jobs that are available that you can do that better match your existing skill set and your education, or if there are any higher paying jobs that you can do. If you are a student, then I would highly recommend you to take on part-time jobs that are relevant to your educational background and your skill set, so that they can also help you in your professional career later on. For example, if you're doing a course about fitness, then it's probably better for you to take a part-time job at a gym or something. And let's say if you are studying hotel management or hospitality management, then maybe it's better for you to get a job at a retail food joint or a hotel chain, so that you can get that relevant experience on your resume. And if you are a new immigrant, then your goal should be to seriously start looking for a job in your field of education, because it can take up to 6 months to get a good job in Canada that matches your skill set and your educational background. So the sooner you start, the better financial and professional situation you'll be in. I already have some videos on my YouTube channel about the best paying jobs and the most in-demand jobs in Canada for both international students and new immigrants. So make sure to check these videos out to know which types of jobs are available and what are the best jobs that you can do in Canada. Your second goal in the 3 to 6 month period will be to make good friends at school and also at your workplace. Now, choosing the right friends is a very important life decision, because your friends will become your support system in Canada. You will help each other with your assignments and your labs. You will study together and also share your knowledge with each other about all sorts of things, including your college, your work life, and just life in Canada in general. Your friends will also help you make important life decisions about which car to buy, when to buy a car, and when to buy a house in Canada. And if you choose your friends who have a similar mindset as you and who are serious about building their career and their future in Canada, then both of you will benefit from each other's knowledge and company. And not just people from your own country, you should also try to be friends with people from different nationalities and different cultures, because this will help you gain a deeper understanding about the Canadian culture and also just people in general. You should pay close attention to how people speak, what are the things that they like and things that they don't like. And I'm including all of this here because in this phase of your journey, you will have the ability to understand Canada and the people of Canada, and this understanding will help you become a part of the Canadian system. And the network of people that you will build during this time will eventually lead to your success in Canada, whether that is getting a good job or buying a new house or even starting your own business in Canada. Now let's move on to the third phase, or your first 6 to 9 months in Canada. By this time, you must be pretty comfortable with your part-time job or even your full-time job if you're not a student. And by this time, you must be getting a regular paycheck or a fixed salary. And this is the right time for you to start saving your money and start learning about how you can invest and grow your money. It doesn't matter how little or how much you earn or what your age is, your goal should be to start saving and investing as much as possible. If you can start by investing just $100 every single month, then that is also a great achievement, because that will put you in the right mindset of saving and investing your money rather than spending it on useless things. I have seen people make this mistake where they completely ignore saving or investing in the initial years of their life, but the sooner you start investing and growing your money, the better and easier it will be for your future and your financial freedom. Now, the second goal in this phase is also related to your finances, and that is to build a great credit history. Since you will be earning a pretty decent amount of money in this 6 to 9 month phase, it is very important for you to be disciplined and maintain a great credit history by not spending more than 30% of your credit cards and fully paying off all your debt by the end of every single month. Please take note of this, because a lot of international students and new immigrants make this mistake. They end up buying useless, expensive things on their credit cards and take on a lot of debt, and then they get stuck paying off their debt for several years. And all this debt affects your credit history, and if you have a bad credit history and if you want to buy a house or a car later on, then you will have to face a lot of challenges and you will end up spending a lot more extra money in interest payments. Finally, let's talk about the last phase of your first year in Canada. So in this 9 to 12 month phase, your goal should be to first finish and achieve all the goals that you were not able to in the first 9 months in Canada. So if any of the goals are still pending and you were not able to achieve them, so this will be the right time for you to start working on those goals and take them to the finish line. And your second goal should be to reevaluate your choices and your options. So basically everything that you have done so far in your first year in Canada, including your place of accommodation, your part-time or your full-time job, your courses, your financial decisions, basically everything. You need to look back at all these things and figure out if you can make some improvements that can make your life easier, and if you can make some smarter decisions about your finances or your living situation. For example, you might realize that you're spending too much on your rental accommodation and there might be some cheaper and better places available. So you can start thinking about those lines and figure out what will be a smarter decision for you. And by doing all this, you will start preparing for your second year in Canada, and this will make sure that you start your journey in Canada in the right direction. So this was the entire video, guys. A lot of effort was put into making this video and I wanted to provide as much value as possible. Please share this video with your friends and family so that maximum number of people can benefit from this. Let me know in the comments below if you have any specific questions, and you can also follow me on Instagram if you just want to have a chat with me. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to watch more such videos about my life in Canada. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.